Welcome to Cassie's Kitchen Creation. If you are a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate you. If you are stopping by and visiting for the first time, welcome. And I pray that you will subscribe. Alright, well, welcome to my space. Today I'm going to prepare another energy bar. And this energy bar is going to be prepared using sun butter. And this sun butter is natural sunflower butter. Now, I did do some peanut butter oatmeal, and I posted those. Now, I'm going to say this about the butters that you use. Make sure you read the ingredients, and that the ingredients say roasted sunflower or it says peanuts. You don't want to buy a butter, any nut butters, that has a whole lot of ingredients in them. Okay, you want to keep it as natural as you can. These are energy bars. We don't want any additives. I don't want any salt, of course, and I don't want any sugars added or any of that, because my sweeteners is going to be natural sweeteners, which is going to be like honey, or I'm going to use an agave or a nectar or something like that, a natural sweetener, right? So with this one, again, it's the same ratio, except we're going to use sunflower butter or sun butter from sunflower seeds instead of peanut butter, right? So I'm going to scoop out 1 cup of rolled oats. I usually use Quaker, but Walmart was out of Quaker, so I had to get the Great Value brand, but they work just as well. And remember to use rolled oats and not stilled oats or steel cut oats. I like steel cut oats for breakfast. They are a much healthier choice. But when you're making these energy bars, the steel oats do not get soft at all. All right? The next thing you want to add is going to be a 1/2 cup of flaxseed. Flax seeds, they provide an excellent source of fiber. They also contain about 8 grams of protein and about, as far as cholesterol, they're usually like cholesterol free. So make sure you read the back of the bag. Yes, cholesterol free. All right. And you know, the older we get, the more fiber we need, most definite. These, like I said in the previous preparation of the oatmeal peanut butter, these energy bars provide a very great source of energy, okay? And also you can add a little more protein to it, because if you would like to add nuts, whether it's pecans, peanuts, walnuts, or whatever it is, you can also do it. If you want to use the crunchy peanut butter in one instead of the smooth and creamy peanut butter, you can do that as well. You can really play around with these recipes, which is what I've done. I've also modified this, and I have one where I use it's kind of like oatmeal raisin, but I add cranberries to it as well. And then I'll put a few walnuts in, like chop it up. So you can kind of play around with these and have a variety of energy bars. Also, I have a secret, and I'm going to prepare that one, and I'm going to share that one with you. It's going to really knock it out of the park. Okay? All right, so the next, so that's a 1/2 cup of flax seeds, a cup of the rolled oats, and now we're going to do a 1/2 cup of, you guessed it, nut butter. And this isn't the nut butter Tennessee that Tina Turner was raised in. This is a nut butter, and it's the sun butter from the natural sunflower seeds. Now with the sun butter or the sunflower seed butter, you do have to stir this one in the container. You do want to mix it up very well. The sunflower butter is a lot creamier than the peanut butter, so it works really good. So you make sure you stir this one, because if not, you'll have a lot of the oil base on the top. Now, if you have someone who's allergic to peanuts, a great alternative would be to use the sunflower seed butter. Okay. If you have someone who's allergic to peanuts or even almonds, which I'm not sure about the almond allergy, but it could be people that are. I think with the almonds, people don't realize that you are only supposed to eat like 5 almonds a day. and most of them try to eat a whole bag, and that includes me until you know, I learned better. You're only, and it would upset my stomach. So you're only supposed to eat 5 almonds a day. Tip for today. All right. All right. So there's my sunflower butter. And I'm just gonna mix this up slowly. Just kind of mix it around and make sure my oats become well incorporated into my sun butter, or my sun butter becomes well incorporated with my oats, whichever you prefer. Okay. The next thing you're gonna add, now one thing I like about the sun butter is it's not as thick as the peanut butter, but it still holds its own and it makes a really good bar. So next I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of honey. I'm using clover honey. You can use, you know, the wild honey. I usually try to get the honey that's within my 50 miles of my local area. But if you know, I try to make these as healthy as possible. But, you know, whatever you have or whatever you can find in your local store, that's what you use. And yes, you can use the raw unfiltered honey. You can use the manuka honey. You can use the creamed honey. Yeah. You can use any type of natural sweetener. The corn syrup, blue agave. I've prepared these using pure maple syrup, and I prepared them using the maple butter syrup, and they turned out really good. So, you know, you can play around with these. And I try to give substitutions because I know that there are a lot of people that don't like certain things, and you know, and they're reluctant to try a recipe. But with most of the recipes I do, even when I'm cooking, I try to explain the substitutions to it, because that helps people to kind of take recipes that they already have or that they've tried and didn't like, and then they can play around with it and kind of make it their own. That's what cooking is about. All right, so now that I have my nut butter and my oats and my honey well mixed together, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Again, you can use white chocolate chips. Make sure they're semi-sweet. You can use the mini, or you can use the regular size. You can use the butterscotch. You can use whatever chips that suits your fancy. Okay? I use the regular size because people tend to like a lot of chocolate. It kind of takes their mind off the fact that they're eating something that's healthy for them. And again, I didn't say this on the peanut butter, but if you'll notice with my chocolate chips, I made sure that I purchased the dark chocolate. I don't buy the milk chocolate on the chocolate chips. Right? I'll open this back up so you can see. And it doesn't matter which brand, whatever you have or whatever is local. Presently, when you go in a store, you can't always find the things that you're used to. So you know, you have to make substitutions there, just like when cooking. All right. So I got Baker's Corner, and these are the dark chocolate morsels. Right. I always try to get the darker chocolate because darker chocolate is healthier for you. And then next I will add the teaspoon of vanilla. Now, if I decide to use like coconut and put like a coconut oil, the cream, like, you know, it's easy to solidify. I will use like a coconut flavor. All right. So you can play around with these with different ingredients. But for most of them, I just simply use 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now you can substitute the flax seeds and you can use chia seeds. You can, as I said in a previous video, you can do half and half. You can make these as high in fiber or as low in fiber as you would like them to be. Remember, these are your energy bars. These are mine, but the ones you're going to prepare are going to be yours. And you can do them any way you like. And I was kind of surprised that these were such a hit because people always joke with me about, oh, you eat plant-based products, or I'm not a strict vegan. I'm more so, I guess you could say, pescatarian, because I do eat chicken, turkey, and fish. But most of my diet, I do vegetables. And I'm working on some recipes. While I'm mixing this, I'll just talk with you. I'm working on some recipes for some cakes, and I'm going to use the oatmeal in the cake. And even in some of the ones that I usually bake with almond flour or the White Lily all-purpose flour, I'm going to try one of those with some ground oatmeal and make like oatmeal flour. And I'm going to see how those come out. I'll share that with you. Yeah. And I'm going to make them healthier. I do have some, as I said before, some recipes for like diabetics and things of that nature. But I'm going to make these really, really, really healthy as I can. And I'll take you along with me for the bake, and we'll see how everything turns out. All right, so now these are mixed and well incorporated together. And now I'm going to roll these out as soon as I get my wax paper, or my parchment paper, excuse me. Oh, wrong one. And you just tear off the sheet. No need to grease the pan or anything like that. These are going to roll right out. Okay. So now, as I said earlier, you can take your spoon, wooden spoon, a tablespoon, a teaspoon. You can use an ice cream scoop. You can use a cookie scoop. You can use any of those to roll these out. I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm also going to make sure that I have the cold water running. Okay. So I'm going to wash my hands with hot water, then I'm going to put cold water on, because anytime you have anything that's sticky with any type of sweeteners, if you use cold water, it doesn't really stick to your hand. Right now, again, you can roll these as small as you want, or you can roll these out as large as you want. It just depends on the audience that you're preparing them for. Is it family, or if you're taking it to a social? Is it something that's going to be a snack for your child's lunch, like for school? Is it something that you're going to take along with you to work as a quick snack? So yeah, you roll them out just how the size you would like them to be. There's no right or wrong size. And I just roll them out to be like little poppers. Because they do provide a great energy source, so it doesn't take much. All right. So I'll roll these out. So I think you get it. You use the same proportions. The only thing that changes is the type of butter that you're going to use. If you have a favorite butter and you want to prepare these and you want to prepare them ahead of time, you can. You can just prepare them, chill them, and then store them in a container. And you can place them in your refrigerator for the week. Or, you can actually freeze these if you wanted to make a larger batch, and you can freeze them and just pull them out when you need them, because they store very well. Yeah, I don't want these to be too big. And these are good little snacks when you're at home and you have a craving for some chips or a candy bar or something that's unhealthy and you know, like me, that you don't need it. You can just grab one of these, pop it in, and you're good. You're eating something healthy, you're eating something high in fiber, you have something that has a great energy source, and you're good. Then you don't have that guilty feeling that you knew you shouldn't have been eating it. So I would like for you to follow me along with the recipes. Make these in your kitchen for your family, and share in the comment the results. Was it a hit or was it a miss? Did they really like it, or did they suggest that you not try that again? Right. So these are real sticky. That's why I said I try to wear gloves, but it's so hard when you're dealing with sweeteners. The gloves get sticky, your hands are sticky, so you're fighting a losing battle. I just wash my hands really good. I just wash my hands and then run it under some more cold water and start the process over. So as I was saying, you try these in your kitchen with your family or your friends or even your co-workers. Take them in as a surprise one day, just, contributing to the office. And let me know in the comments what they think of them. I work in academia, and of course, I was kind of shocked because most of them are not vegan. It's a few, but they really, really like these. They were pleasantly surprised, number one, that I could cook as well as I do, and I have to pat myself on the back and toot my own horn. But they were also pleasantly surprised at how well these taste, but I guess more and more people are getting into healthier alternatives, which is a good thing. I don't discourage anyone from eating healthy. I encourage it. Because I need encouragement myself, because there are some things that M&Ms with peanuts that I know I shouldn't be eating. Golden flake hot potato chips that I know I shouldn't be eating. But there are some days that you just want it. You have a taste for it. And it's not all the time that I do it, but every now and then. Mountain Dews, I don't need it. But I have been working on eating much healthier. I used to be just really, really good. But, I kind of, I guess, fell off the wagon, as they say. Took the wrong exit. So now I'm trying to, I didn't do too bad, but I do want to get back to where I was. All right. So I have these prepared. Let me just wash my hands to get the stickiness off, and I'll share them with you. And if you're wondering, are these very, very sweet? No, they're not. They're really not. It's just the right proportions of everything incorporated together. Okay, let me turn my light on. Okay, that's what these look like. This is the sunflower butter, so these are gonna have a darker brown tint to them. All right. Okay. And I will place these in the refrigerator and allow them to cool as well. as I stated earlier in an earlier presentation, you can allow these to cool for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's up to you. After an hour, they're pretty much ready and can be served. You can let these chill overnight, which is what I do. I chill mine overnight, take them out the next morning. I place them in containers, and then I put a lid on them, date them, and I store them for future use. I usually try to make them enough to last me like a week, maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks. And also, I make these and I take them to other functions when they're requested. And I do have a request for some for Friday of this week, so I will be preparing some more later on in the week. Well, today's Wednesday, so it'll be tomorrow as the later on in the week for Friday's brunch. Okay. All right. So thank you for joining me in this preparation. As I stated, I would love for you to prepare these in your kitchen, at your home, for your friends, family, coworkers, and give me a comment as to what they taste like to you. I'll take the first ones out and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. This is one I made earlier, which is the sunflower butter. And when you open it up, it's ooey gooey. This is what it looks like. And these are really, really good and very healthy for you. So again, if you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If it was your first time joining me, just you're strolling and you stop by, thank you for stopping by, tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you would, please click the subscribe button, click the like button, so that my videos are shared with other YouTubers and other people who are on YouTube looking for healthier alternatives to eat, or if they just want to learn how to bake a cake, or if they want to learn how to cook. I try to do everything in a tutorial stage. I guess that's the academic in me, so that others can follow along. Right? So thanks again. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Have a great end of your week. Stay positive, stay focused, stay motivated. I will see you on the next bake, the next cook, or possibly the next prep. Have a good one.